All right, this is One Last Midnight. Today we're looking at a game called Noble Fates. Noble Fates is a 3D fantasy kingdom simulator. So you the king. It starts off with, four guys walking down a hallway, a little bit of story that they're out adventuring and stuff. And ultimately they come across this skeleton with a crown on it. And you choose one of these people to be the king. Of course, you have to be able to get along with your fellow citizens, so everybody has traits like alignment or different personality traits, things they like, things they don't like. That'll help you either get along with them or not get along with them. The game is isometric view, and while you are one of the characters, you can see my guy right here, you are also in control of everybody, kind of like in a top-down mode. So you're playing like a demigod or a god or something like that. You have to give people housing, you have to give people food, you have to give people shelter. So you're doing the whole build, craft, farm, mine, hunt, defend, and a bunch more. Of course, you have to worry a lot about diplomacy, and other kingdoms are like pissed at you and may start coming after you. Like I said, you have a lot of traits that are associated to you. You can see that my alignment is good. I'm male, I'm at X number of years old, and I've got some levels and some experience, and as I progress and grow, I'll be able to make choices and do different things. Everybody has their needs. We have their vitals, their jobs that they're doing, the prestige that they have, esteem, which is how we think of ourselves or how we think of other people, opinions, relationships, some history information, and properties. I'm eating cow tartare right now, which is mighty tasty. You start off with nothing. You have your four guys who are your lords that start with you, and then from there you start to grow. Of course, there's a bunch of resources. There are trees that you can gather. There are stones. There are, I think, coppers laying around here somewheres, and all this stuff food related. There is also animals that you can wind up taming and have some sort of either hunt them or have some sort of farm. You can, of course, you can build a farm. And, of course, you have to, make sure your people have beds that they can sleep in and are overall relatively happy. The blue bar below their name shows how happy they are and what they need to survive and what they're looking for. But then also along the way, you encounter wanderers that you can either trade with or that are pissed at you and want to attack you. In the beginning, there was a kingdom that immediately got upset with us because of some reason, and it seems like now we have two kingdoms that are upset with us. One dislikes us, one is currently at war with us. So every once in a while, we'll have to defend off some of these guys. There was a huge update at the beginning of the month, which added bandits into the game, so we're gonna have to worry about bandits along the way. And then on top of that, lastly, there are demons that are trying to attack your town, and so every once in a while you have to fight off demons. Currently right now it's raining, so that's why it looks so hazy and so dark. But normally it is bright and sunny. You have storage, so you have to worry about things rotting and going bad. And then also, as you progress, you advance your tech tree. And what's interesting about this is that you have to actually learn how to make things. So you can see right now I'm learning how to make bronze plate. And I am currently the builder, but every builder has to come through and learn whatever it is you're trying to build. So even if it's a door or a wall or a bed, they'll have to go through and learn how to build that. As you can see, I have 2 years of food remaining. And then here are the tasks that are being performed right now by my villagers. Down here in the corner, this is just notification, some people that are visiting, some people who want to join, so on and so forth. To make people ultimately like you, you have to wind up talking to them and having a conversation with them, which is a nice thing to do from time to time. You could do this with new people that come in visit. And you ask what's on their mind, they talk to you in this weird language, and then you respond to them, and they in turn respond with either, an up or a down or whatever. So they're either going to start liking you more or start hating you more, which might be a problem because you might piss somebody off so much that they wind up leaving or going back to their main village and starting a battle. You know, this game in many ways reminds me a lot of RimWorld, except it's in a fantasy setting, and but otherwise there's a lot of little similarities going on with the game. Having to deal with relationships and having to deal with the factions and stuff like that, the storage system and how they use it. All that stuff is very similar to how RimWorld plays their game. So you wind up building, very similar again to RimWorld and how you do things. Wind up laying down your foundation and your walls and your ceiling and your roof, and people come by and they work on them. Very similar to RimWorld, you can assign some tasks, like you can tell people to go digging, firefighting, farming, or create a pasture. There are stockpiles in which you can stock and store your resources. They do degrade if they're sitting out in the open. And then also there's belongings where you can give people items, and the items have various different like prestige and stuff. And they also have magical items, which I thought was really cool. I like this concept of magical items, being able to give those away. You have your breakdown of your food, who can eat what and where. And of course you have your jobs. Now you can have the game automatically determine who's going to do what job, or you can take it over yourself and assign jobs directly to people. I have it set up for auto just because I didn't want to deal with it at this point in time. But I think later in the future, to make sure that people get the appropriate skill sets or using their appropriate skill sets, have them manually do, I'll probably manually do this. You have a schedule in which people can work. I just have this set up as normal and regular. They work anytime, so they sleep anytime, which is fine by me. And then the learning tree, the technology tree, is kind of interesting. You don't really manage this tree. It just kind of happens. You do wind up unlocking things, like as you become more experienced, you wind up unlocking different items. So let's say I leveled up and my building went up. Here's an example of leveling. So as I level up, I get more points, right? My health points go up, my mining went up, my building went up. And because those things have gone up, now some things are available to me. So like wooden roofs now became available. Coins of silver, I guess I can make those now. I don't know, this game is pretty fascinating. I like RimWorld. I don't play RimWorld a whole heck of a lot. I have played it from time to time, and every time I play it, I enjoy it. You know, I'll probably play this game again, and I'm probably going to have a couple videos up on it while I explore it and show you guys what I learn and what I don't learn. I'm not too sure how much content the game has. It seems like it has a decent amount of content right now, and they just opened up the workshop stuff so that you can do stuff in the workshop. You can download mods, and so we'll watch how the mods turn out and see how everything turns out with modding. But it looks like a fascinating game. We just had this guy show up. Okay, you're interested in what we're up to here? We're building a kingdom, dude. Can I rest here for a while? Suppose so. Enjoy your stay. I'm kind of worried about that. They're gonna go back and they're gonna tell their boss, "Hey man, they're making a kingdom over here, and we should probably invade them. They have all kinds of great stuff, and maybe we should take it over." Yeah. Another really interesting thing that you can do with this game is you can actually go into like first-person mode and take over your little guy if you want to. And you can fight like this, you can battle like this, you can do all kinds of things. I just noticed that my roof is like really low to my head. Either that or I'm really big. So you can wind up interacting with the world like this, which is kind of interesting. I haven't done it yet, but this might be something that I do in the future. Definitely maybe for a bigger combat role or something along those lines where this might be more beneficial to have like direct control in order to take over people. You could do this for a period of time, or you could just take off and let your guy go do his own thing. I do love the fact that they really let you zoom in to the landscape or to any item, so you have you can have this really close-up view of anything that you're looking at. All right, well, that's it for me. Tell me, guys, what you think. You know, leave comments in the comments section. Let me know if this is something you're interested in watching more of. And I'm kind of interested in playing a little bit more, at least to see how far the content goes. So I might put a video, 1 or 2 videos up to show you more of this. But I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, hit that like button. If you're not a subscriber, please subscribe. Would love to have you in the community. If you want to follow me on any of my social media, you can find the links in the description below. And make sure to hit that notification bell. That way you know when I go live or when I post new videos. I'll talk to you soon. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.